Thank you for tuning in to TTV. I'm your host, Toya, and today is Expression Thursday. And I am so honored to bring on the next guest that we have today. Her name is Loretta. She is, in addition to being a mother and working a full-time job, she actually has her own projects that I wanted her to kind of go into today to share with you guys. Because I know sometimes we get caught up in having so much to do that we sometimes forget about ourselves and how we get to express our own selves. So I just wanted to welcome Loretta to the show. And thank you for coming on here for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, not a problem. How you feeling today?
I am great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful. Any day with the sunshine is a good day for me. So, Loretta, tell us a little more about how do you express yourself to the world? Like, what do you do?
I express myself through the products that I make that are natural products that uses natural ingredients. So they're more helpful than they are helpful more than harmful.
Right. And what kind of products are those?
Shampoos, conditioners, hair products, body products, bath and body products, oils.
So some of everything for the body.
Yes.
Okay. And what tools do you use to do that? Like how did you get into this? How do you go about doing it?
I started off because my my oldest son has eczema. So the products that I was getting, or the products that I was getting before, they made him turn more red and more harmful than they were helping. So I investigated, looked up some things, Googled to find some ingredients that was natural, and that helped with that, and it just led to other things.
Okay, and I know he probably appreciated that because I know I used to have eczema really, really bad, and a lot of, like you said, a lot of those products would sting and they just would irritate the skin and, make the eczema spread out even more and do anything but give relief. So I'm sure he really appreciates that because I know that's the kind of the road I kind of found for my own self to give me some relief from the eczema as well. So does he like using the products?
Yes, he loves using the products because he's older now, so getting rid of marks and things. It built up his self-esteem. Yeah,
I can imagine. And so, how do you use that to really express yourself, though? Like, is there like creative part to this or creative piece to it that you use?
Yes, I just look at the market to see what's out there, and if it's something that I put my own twist to a lot of things. So it's just looking to find some things that will help, that actually helps, and it takes a lot of time and patience to create just one product. So, but I get that satisfaction when I know that it actually works and helps. There's some things that I'm going through myself, medical issues myself. So, so I use it on myself.
Yeah.
And so it is very, very rewarding to be able to relieve pain.
Yes. Yes.
And to relieving dry skin, dry hair, or whatever, just the whole body, liquid or something. And I'm also doing things for internally as well, making juices and also dressings for salads and other things. And I'm going into making sweets that are good for that won't spike for diabetics.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it is very rewarding to help.
Right, right. So what would you say is your favorite then? Like of all the things that you do, what would you say is your favorite one that you enjoy doing the most?
One of the hair growth, because I have alopecia myself, so seeing the products work, and also with my with other people as well, but I'm looking at myself as well. I love to help everyone.
But you got to be your own test dummy first, right? I know that's how it is for me when I make stuff. Like I test it out on myself first before I start giving it to other people. So yeah, right. I understand. Okay, so what kind of what would you say your tools are that you use to do this? Like you work with? What are some of the ingredients you work with?
Things like shea butter, the clays, different clays, essential oils, and the different butters, other types of butters as well, like aloe, working with the aloe gel and aloe butter.
Oh, I never heard of the aloe butter.
Yes.
Okay.
So that helps. Those are the tools that I do, that I use, and also making soaps that has those ingredients in it as well, using organics.
Yes.
Organic products.
Yeah, because you kind of got me interested in making soap. And I remember I made my first batch. I was so happy and so proud. And I was like, it was so easy and I loved it, I just haven't had the time to go back to it yet. But it was very, like you said, it was very rewarding to be able to do that. And not only for myself, but I gave it as gifts around Christmas to the family. So I get it. So what advice would you give to anybody else that's, they're working, they're a mom, and they just feel like they really don't have time for themselves? And, what advice would you give to them?
It's don't be afraid to start. You start somewhere. You take a few hours for yourself. Just even if it's just sitting there and learning about the things that you want to do. You take that time and never feel guilty about taking that time.
Amen on that.
You have to start somewhere instead of just allowing time to go past. Do something with that time.
Very good advice. Very good advice. And I would concur with everything you just said, because we lose touch with ourselves, getting caught up in our day-to-day duties. And you really do need to take that time, to take those moments to really just give yourself a break from the world. And so, and for you to be able to give yourself that break from the world and do something that's actually beneficial for yourself and for your family by making products that, utilize a lot of chemicals if you buy it over the counter. I think that's a remarkable thing that you did. And like I said, it actually inspired me to even start making soap. Okay. So. Yeah, so I think that's beautiful advice that you just gave. So anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to share?
Just be yourself. Be yourself, and don't don't think that your product or that other products are flooding the market and things like that. You have to do you. Exactly.
What one of my mentors, they said that, don't compare your 20% to somebody else's 80%. meaning that, you know, they sat back and they've gone through these journeys. They've learned a lot of stuff, and they let go of a lot of stuff, and they had their own struggles, and you're just seeing, you know, where they are right now in life. And so you're looking at where you are in life compared to that, and it's not the same. So I agree with that. You have to be who you are, and, you know, go along on your own journey and not look at somebody else's journey and compare yourself to it. So I agree. That is some wonderful advice. Well, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time out to do the show with me today. I think you gave some really excellent advice, and I hope you've inspired somebody who's listening to, you know, take a chance and just try something.
Yes.
You can start out with something as simple as some shea butter. Just whip it with a little bit of oil and then just go from there, because that's like one of the easiest things you can do. But whatever it is, just make sure that you just, like she said, just get started. Just do it. You know, don't be afraid. Just do it. So again, thank you so much, Loretta, for being on the show today and, you know, giving your pearls of wisdom to my audience. I really appreciate it, and thank you for that.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, anytime. So that's it for today. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow.